Welcome back everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 8, Episode 3 of Joan of Arc, and we are playing the La Brossinière scenario from September 26, 1423. This is William de la Pole versus Ambroise de Lorey. So we'll do a quick recap of turn 2. A lot of exciting action on this one. We only have five rounds on this game, so this is it. It's the English trying to get these carts over to the village, and the French trying to disrupt them. As it says in the scenario book, William's returning back from his plundering of Maine and Anjou's fiefs, and he's trying to return to Normandy with their loot, and the French are in pursuit of them. So this is kind of like all the spoils of war that they've got here. So it's pretty intense, this one. It's Battle of Honor and Vengeance, they're calling it. Hey, before we get to that, quick shout out to Pontos Fathom Press. Go check out our Hermeticism of Hastur and Necromancy of Nyarlathotep. Helps to support the channel. There's a bookstore link down below. We really appreciate it. Also, we're on Patreon. And if you like and subscribe, you guys know the drill, trying to grow the channel. Okay, let's jump into it. So we'll start out with our cards here. Turn 3, we have 3 activations again, and we'll get our, and I believe this time I will give William this order from the activation, and I think we'll go ahead and get us another activation. It's a reactivation, or what is this one? Destroy one. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so let's start out with the French. I've got this one muddy terrain. I'm going to declare this before the English player rolls, so I'm going to take a token to play on this one, the muddy terrain token. So I'll knock this one out. That's going to be on this space here, so we're going to declare the muddy terrain right there, and that will, I guess we can just put an activation, to just put a token here for now, just so we can mark it. It's this one that's going to impede their roll, so they have mud there, so this is kind of just like an intrigue move. We'll do that intrigue, and then we'll go ahead and we'll take the, I guess we're going to do a charge with these guys. We'll move these guys up normally. We'll also activate these and these and these. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. I think we'll start out with a battle between Ambroise de Lorey and William de la Pole. We're gonna do this. Oh yeah, so he's activated. They automatically get a charge order for this one, so that's cool. But they will go ahead and charge William de la Pole, like he's already on his own there, trying to escort that cart through. His backup troops are gone, so let's go ahead and do this. We have 2 red dice, and we've got William's got a black dice. William's got a black dice to defend. And block 1, but we route him, and we're going to route him back like this, leaving the space open, and we will move in here to take command of our first cart. It is muddy terrain, so that's going to be the end of our turn, but we can gain +1 experience. We'll just mark this here. We're going to gain that experience at the end of the turn, just so I remember. Okay, so next up we'll go to these sergeants at arms. We'll have them to attack the bowmen from the side. You've got the sergeant at arms have got, I'll show you these sergeants at arms here. I'll show you the bowmen actually. I'll show you these guys. These we've got a painting video. You guys want to go check that out. Pretty simple, but tabletop sufficient. Okay, let's go to Sergeant at Arms. They've got pretty good red and a black versus the bowmen who have a white for defend. And they move a bowman off to the infirmary. Okay, so that's going to take these activations. Let's go off to our charge here. These guys will move 1, 2. Actually, they can move 1, 2. 1, 2, and 1, 2, and then these guys will move up the 1 just to close the gap. Before we resolve their combat, I just want to resolve the combat of the pikemen. Let's just give the pikemen an attack on mounted. Yeah, so let's have the mounted, we'll have the pikemen get white versus the bowmen have white also. So just roll these out. Nothing, and the other pikemen, we disrupt. No, it's nothing on that one either. Okay, so that one's clear. These are cleared. And we just have to activate the combats for the mounted knights. Let's have these mounted knights go after the mounted bowmen. So mounted knights is red. Mounted bowman is black. So that's easy. Shield, nothing. So in the mounted knights, nothing special. And let's go after those bowmen as well. And we take out these bowmen. So this is quite a slaughter here for the English raiders. So the French are getting their revenge as they prescribed, but they haven't controlled the both wagon spaces, so they still have some hope here. That's going to do it for the French players. Let's move over to the English players. We'll give them the card and we'll take their activations. We'll also we're going to also play an intrigue of a reinforcement. So they're going to bring back somebody from their reinforcements. It'll be these mounted bowmen, and they'll have these mounted bowmen here. We're also going to activate experience points to get 2 peasants on the board. So we'll have 2 peasants come onto the village here. So now we've really got a holdout happening, and we're going to move these in and try to take that area. So we'll use all of these bowmen. What does this soothsayer do for us? Oh, if we use the soothsayer, we can gain. All right, so let's activate the soothsayer as well here. So let's have bowmen come out to this, or yeah, the bowmen can still fire from here. So let's have these bowmen move out to activate the soothsayer. The soothsayer, if we spend experience, let's spend the rest of our experience here, and we are able to go through the deck and look for we can activate these guys here. We'll have to activate them for sure. And we can go through the power deck and look for a card. Wait, is the legend deck or which deck is it? We can shuffle the Soothsayer allows us to go through the legend deck. So let me just check here which deck it is. Hold on a second. So yeah, the legend deck, we can go through this. So yeah, so let's go through it. So I'm going to look for something that's kind of interesting for them. Okay, I'm going to get this veteran card that allows us to have double an attack. So this is pretty cool. I'll take that one and we shuffle these afterwards. So we've got that fact going out there, and we did the reinforcements play. Let's go ahead and go through their roles here. So first of all, we'll have William. We'll have these mounted bowmen join William here and here and combat into the space. Let's launch a bow attack from these mounted bowmen onto these mounted knights. Oh, actually, we need to leave these guys here because they're controlling this space. They're the only ones. They're the only ones holding out. So maybe we'll move these bowmen in as sort of move these bowmen in, and they can attack from in here. Well, also, we don't have those activated. We have this activation for them. We can go ahead with that. And this is the last activation there for them. I guess we activate both of these. And that's going to do it. So put this one back. Okay, so actually we'll just grab another. We're just going to use this reactivate as an activation because we need the extra one. Okay, so we've moved him to attack, and we'll start with our archers. So first of all, we'll have our peasants move in to this space, and we'll have our archers to attack, and we'll have all of our archers and have our sergeants at arms also move in. Maybe we'll have the archers here. These sergeant at arms are moved here, but they still can attack on this way. Okay, so mounted bowmen will go first. Mounted bowmen get 1 black dice, and then we'll target the mounted knights. Also get a black die, and we block a wound. We'll have the bowmen attacking the mounted knights. Mounted knights get a black. Shield. The shields count. One of them's blocked. Mounted knights sent to the infirmary. And then one more bowman. We rout Ambroise de Lorey, and it's back in the control of the English. The card is back in the control of the English. They are not able to make their wagon roll. Oh, if they get a success, they have to roll again. So they can play their action for this action for the wagon roll, and they get a success, but they have to roll again because the success is the shield, and they miss it. So the muddy effect does work. Let's have these bowmen attacking the mounted knights on the side. Again, we'll roll these. We get a hit, a shield, but we get a rout, and we're going to move these mounted knights back. And we'll have the mounted bowmen also attack. And another mounted knight sent to the infirmary. Okay. So that's about going to do it for round 3. Let's go through our camp phase. We'll roll up our dice for the... let's take our experience point that we gained from the wagon control. Even though we lost it, we take that experience point. And we'll roll our... So we got the mounted knights. Give them a roll. Dead. Mounted knights are gone. Next up, we'll do the bowmen. They're going to rally. And also our mounted knights are going to rally. I think they'll do a haste move on the next move and try to charge forward, because there's not much opposition left. If they charge, they could gain control of that last cart. Actually, we gain control of a cart because on this space that the cart is on, our mounted knight is controlling this cart now. We just have mounted knights here. The French players are here, so actually in this space it's controlled by us. So we also get a control. We gain an experience for control, and the French gain experience for destruction of the units. Finally, we have the bowmen that are in the infirmary, and they get to rally also. Wow, that's going to be a great... So these guys are all rallying at the end. Let's see if we can smash through this. Yeah, it's looking pretty thin for the French here now. Seems like the tide has turned a bit. So we've got to do some charging to get these guys up there. So let's see what we do in next turn. I'm going to progress this to turn number 4, and we're going to see you guys in turn 4. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.